Hello and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and I'm headed down to the shop because we need to get the roller. We've got just today to get our oats finished being planted. We're gonna go back and use the quad track for seeding, but first we've got to come down here and get ourselves a set of rollers. So I'm not going to too big on this. I think we discussed this last time. We want something that is going to be it's fairly wide, but at the same time not too expensive. We've got the Tallboy power rolls here, which yeah, these ones here are 9.4 meters. These ones are 12.3, and then the land roller is 27. The Vatstad here is 12.3 as well. So the better value here is definitely these Tallboy rollers. So we're going to grab these. I want to give them BKT tires. We want standard wheel setup. Warning signs. I think we're all right. We're not doing a lot of travel on the roads. We will put the warning triangle on. We can actually set the main colors and everything on this. So we can get it, seeing as we're going to put it on the New Holland and set it to New Holland blue. With, I'm guessing, ooh, that actually is quite nice. And then the chassis color that's the rollers color. So I think we're going to set those to be a, yeah, we're going to get that in white, in the yellow. That I really quite like. And then these accents can go back to being the black. Yes, perfect. So something a little bit different with the setup for this. And then we need to select somebody for the number plate. And congratulations to Sodus. You've been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And so I've gone SO50DUS on the number plate here. It's because your name doesn't quite, it's got less letters than we got on here. So that does it in two different ways. So we'll okay that. That is on the back there. So let's buy that. 33,110, and that is then sitting over there. Yeah, I quite like those colors on that roller. I think that's quite a nice look for that. And so this we will set up with, hopefully with a hired worker going from the far side of the field. Our best bet might actually be just to finish off the seeding on the field first and then go from there, because I have a feeling it will do a slightly different setup. Of course, in the background there you can see we've got the weeder still going in that field there on field 12, and we've got the hoeing still going on 31, so that should finish today and yeah, bring us in some more cash as well. So I'm intrigued as to exactly where this roller is going to get started on this field. Let's unfold it. It's nice and wide, but it shouldn't catch up to our seeder anytime soon. Oh, actually, before we get this started, we only have half a tank of fuel in this tractor, and that is not going to be enough to get this job done. I did get the seeder or the quad track refueled after the end of the last episode. It got quite low in fuel, so it made sense. We'll move this out the way now that that's done, and yeah, we've got the same amount. You see, we've not got many rows left here with this seeder. Bring this over and get this refueled. Turn it off. Refuel it. We've got 2,671 litres still left. Of course, we are using fuel quite a lot. Or we're using quite a lot of fuel, I should say. That's full. Start this up. And yeah, perfect tractor for this job. Unfold this. And I think this will probably take a slightly different path to the seeder. I'm just hoping it'll go north-south, because that's kind of what we need it. We need it to do at least 2 headlands in order to have enough overlap. So we'll bring it over to here and bring this up. So it's going to do 2 headlands. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So maybe, if we're lucky, it'll just line up here and work on the stuff that we've already seeded. That is perfect. And it'll have some overlap here, but that is fine. And that means we can crack on with this. So I'm going to do the top end of this field now. Oh, actually, no. I know how we're going to do this. We've got 2 rows here. So open this up. Yeah. We've got 1 complete row there that we'll do. And then we've got 2 rows down this bottom end here to finish off. Before we start cracking on with the headlands. There should be absolutely no issue getting this all done today, and that roller should easily cover it. Final row for the main body of the field. So now we can lift, and we'll take this round to the end. So we're going to try and get that end of the field done first. With the sort of the outer headland bit. That way we can clean up anything that needs cleaning up before the roller gets anywhere near it. For example, down here you can see that we've got quite a big patch here that's going to be missed. So we can clear that up. We can clear any of the rest of this up, and by the time the roller reaches it, we'll be all good. One of our contracts has been completed, and it's the other half of the weeding contracts, so we can get both of these in now. That's another 46,000, so we will collect on that one and collect on that. The hoeing contract, that is almost done. Whereas there's 1 small hoeing contract, but I think we're done for the contracts for these 2 days. We've earned quite a bit of cash from them, and as a result, they've worked out pretty nicely for us. I think there's something wrong with this roller. Look at the width that is rolling at. Oh, this roller is very, very broken. I thought it was doing something odd. So what it's doing is it's driving up this end, and then it turns around to come back, and its working width is all off. So it's ending up coming on to the next row like this, and then I think it lines itself up on this row here. Because it's a little bit further out, it places the roller back down. But then it rolls forward a little bit and stops, and then just drives back. I have no issue with this, simply because it is doing the driving back, so it's doing the journeys it should be doing. And driving back on this side, but that is a very broken mod. Meanwhile, our hoe has completed its work as well, so we will collect that. And yeah, we're up to 169,000, which is not bad considering that we have also bought, well, a very weird roller today. I'm really liking using this seeder on this tractor. It's a really great combination. They work fantastically well together. We've had more than enough seed and fertilizer to do this entire field. And it's just a really, really good combination. And I'm so pleased because the Novak is a fairly expensive bit of kit. So to be able to get this on offer was really nice, along with this tractor. I mean, I was amazed when we got this tractor at the start. So yeah, it's all a really, really good setup, and that works fantastically well for our farm here. And when we expand out of this single field that we have, I think it will do even better. I'm hoping when the roller goes up the field or goes round the field and does the headlands, that maybe it will do them clockwise. I think that would be really good. It would mean that the weird extra bit on the roll would actually be on the would be into the field, so it wouldn't go and do fewer rows than it should. It has made good progress around the field despite the weirdness, so that's good news. And yeah, we are coming, well, we'll soon be at the end of our second headland as well, so it seems to be working out pretty well for us. Been quite peaceful getting the rest of this field done. We're doing okay. I was hoping that maybe we could run a weeder over this field today. That would have saved us a bit of time. I think the weeders are probably a bit expensive for the way to do this quickly. Let's see, 46,000, 67,000. Yeah, if we were going to get a large weeder that we could run over this field fairly quickly, we're talking about something this sort of size, and those are well out of our price range really at the moment. I mean, we could get them, and do you know what? It might be worth it. It's 1:30 now. If we could stick one of those on the David Brown, that might actually be worth doing it. Would have to see if it resulted in us having no weeds on this field. But David Brown might be able to pull that. And you know what? The New Holland needs to go into our workshop. It is definitely struggling towards the end of this field. And it keeps breaking down. And we can't have a tractor that keeps breaking down like that, really. Down to 25% left on the seeds, but it's going to be more than enough to get this field finished. Our roller is doing okay. I think I've decided I'm going to sell the roller. It's a bit weird with that extra width on it. I did consider, I think another version of that roller has been released on the mod hub in the last couple of days. So I'll have a look at that. But yeah, I don't think that we are going to really need that after this. Get this out of the hedge. And we'll work our way round the corner a little bit. Make sure everything is covered, and then we'll be able to reverse into the corner itself. Last little bit in this corner, and that is the field sown. Perfect. Right, it is 20 to sorry, it's 10 to 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, if we're gonna get a weeder over this, we're gonna have to get something pretty big and do it fairly fast. So let's go and drop this back off over here. We'll just park this round here out the way. We do have a weeder. We possibly have a weeder, don't we? I'm slightly worried about trying to get this over the crops, but this should be a weeder. Yeah, that should be a weeder. What is... Yeah, look at this. Weed growing. So, let's see. Let's get this into the workshop. Take off the mulching side of it and see if this will actually work as a weeder. Because if it does, we'll just run this over the field instead. All right, I think. It's not a massive piece of kit. So it'll probably have to run into the evening if we do. Lift that up. Yeah, this is listed as a weeder as well as a mulcher. And we will test it on just a small section of the field. Because if it mulches our field even without the mulching attachment on it, then of course that's a problem. I'm not sure why a mulching weeder is a thing particularly. It was just for me a really good mulcher. Right, into our workshop on the front here. There is the trigger. Right, let's customize that. So if we just make that standard, customize, okay. Right, and then we should be able to reconnect that. Lift it up. We'll go and see if it has an effect. If it does, that'll be fantastic. But I've no idea if it will. We need to weed now, because if we don't weed now, we're going to get sort of medium-sized weeds off here. So unfold this. Just going to run it along this headland a little bit. So just to check, we have weed growing along here. Do we still have weed growing along here? No, we don't seem to at all. And is this now still planted? It's still planted. It's still showing as such. Yeah, we're not showing any weeds on this field. Hang on. Let's go here. Yeah, we're not showing any weeds on this field, but they're invisible at this point. So, yeah, there are some weeds around here. So let's get course plate. In fact, no. Let's just send this off, and this can go and weed this field. Hopefully, get the whole thing sorted and leave us completely weed free. Meanwhile, our roller is doing a fantastic job. It's lining itself up. It's got a little bit more to go, and then that will do the headlands. And the headlands on here. Let's have a look at the state of all of this. So needs rolling. Yeah, look at that. So the whole field is looking good. We'll get the weeder and the roller running over it. But that will clear everything out. That will finish it all off. So while my two tractors are running, I'm going to use this opportunity to get the seeds off my flatbed trailer. We'll go and get them put away and sorted. Do you know what? I'm half tempted to put all of this in the main shed where we've got the piles of stuff in there, but I don't know. I think, to be honest, we probably want this all stored out here and line ourselves up a little bit better. I think do that much more nicely in cab. And yeah, over the springs, so we're into April, I think we're probably gonna look at seeing exactly what we can add in the way of animals. That's the next thing we want to be looking at. We know we want milk, so we're going to be looking at cows. So we're going to need grassland as well. We know we're going to need eggs, so we need to do some chickens. Chickens are probably the easiest thing for me to do next. And then after that, yeah, it really is getting some cows and getting dairy. So the idea is, by the end of, or by our second harvest here, to be fully set up with everything we need to start getting cakes into the bakery. So there's quite a bit of way to go. We're going to need to buy more fields. We're going to need to buy the dairy area, or the cow area. We need to get stuff to feed the cows. There's so much we've still got to do over the next 6 months. And yeah, this is going to be quite a job. I think this flatbed can probably go... I think we need to find somewhere to park this. It might just be in the grass over here. Keep it out the way. Should be able to back it straight into here. And that just keeps things, yeah, a little bit tidier around the yard. Yeah, like that. And in that goes, like so. And then that is very nicely out the way. Perfect. Right. That has just about cleared that up. We now put our seeder away in the shed. That'll be nicely done. Probably want to give that a clean, but I don't have a pressure washer yet. And then we can put the quad track away as well. That can then go in the shed over here too. And yeah, the damage actually on this quad track, considering it's got 42 hours on it, not bad at all. It's looking in pretty good nick. So we'll just park that up over here. Beast of a machine, that. Perfect for what we're doing on here. And then, yeah, our roller and our weeder, they're just continuing on. Although, I think the two of them are about to come to blows. Yep. Whoa. Right. So, take hide worker off. Back this one out the way. This one back in. Oh, and hopefully, I haven't removed the wrong one, because I really want it to continue from where it was. Oh, it looks like it might. Yeah. Oh, thankfully. Because this is a weeder, and it's not really got a lot to detect where it is. So, with our two hired workers going at it, this field should get finished today. They're doing pretty well at the moment. And yeah, we'll pick it up next time when I think we might start to look at the animals and see what other contracts we can pick up to keep the money coming in. For now, I'm going to leave this here, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.